Welcome back to Old Fox Racing PC. Welcome back to the Estoril circuit. We are again at round 8 of the summer 2022 season. This is race 2. Mike Stevens was the winner of race 1, and again we are in Estoril in Portugal with the Mini Cooper John Cooper Works. We had some fairly good racing in race 1. We can't wait to have more of that in race 2, and we are going to go as usual through the starting grid. And it is Mike Stevens again on pole position this time around. Darren Head is on the first row. What can he do from the first row? Second row is Simon Allen and Diogo Silva. Third row, Rob Oldham and Kev Allen. Fourth row is Jürgen Smets and Jorge Luna. Fifth row is Wayne Lewis and David Good, and the sixth row is Matt Coward, now joined by Christian Clark for the second race. And it's going to be an intriguing and fascinating race for sure. And it's about to go, 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 go. And Mike Stevens has had a good start from Darren Head. Darren Head trying to defend from Simon Allen. Into turn 1 they go. And nicely done there by Darren Head, Diogo Silva. Oh, a bit of pushing and shoving there. I think it was Jorge Luna in that yellow car. But the top 4 maintained, the top 5, top 6 maintained their positions. Jürgen Smets nicely done up into 7th. No, it's Wayne Lewis now up into 7th place. Nicely done there by Wayne, recovering that position. And at the back, it is, well, Jorge Luna has dropped to last, so we will see what happened from his, well, from the chase camera. Ooh, he has been in the grass, hasn't he? Well, multiple times. He was trying to go on the inside of everyone. Didn't really quite work, and he gets overtaken by most of the field. And now, oh, and there's a contact there with Matt Coward. And oh, and with Christian Clark as well. Multiple contact there. Jorge Luna, I think he was just slow out of turn 1. And then different drivers racing there for position. Look at Christian Clark up into 10th place. Nicely done there. Let's go back to the race leader. And the race leader is under pressure from Darren Head. Followed by Simon Allen, Diogo Silva, Rob Oldham, and Kev Allen. Multiple drivers trying to make moves there, but it is Mike Stevens that leads into the parabolic interior for the first time. And well, look at the field, how compact the field is at this stage. We'll keep an eye for changes in position. Look at Darren Head. Darren Head is quite aggressively trying to get the lead of this race into the chicane for the first time, and it seems to me that everyone is, well, the top 7 are very close to one another. Let's try to zoom out a little bit. Well, look at Simon Allen under pressure from Diogo Silva, who is in turn trying to defend from Rob Oldham. Into the first lap they go here at Estoril. And it is a familiar face in the lead of this race, Mike Stevens. Let's look back at other battles that was, well, several drivers trying to make moves. Diogo Silva goes defensive against Rob Oldham. Rob is with a bit more momentum and braking later. We've seen a few good moves by Rob into that turn 1. Mike Stevens, Darren Head, Simon Allen, Diogo Silva, Rob Oldham, Kev Allen. Rob Oldham a little bit wide there. And nicely done by Wayne Lewis. Wayne Lewis is actually trying to put pressure on Kev Allen and is actually trying to make an overtaking move on Kev Allen, but Kev is going to have the inside there of the VIP corner. Well, compromises the exit, and here comes Wayne Lewis. Nicely done by Wayne. Up into 6th place. And behind Kev Allen, we have Jürgen Smets, David Good. Something has happened to David, and something important has happened to David, because he was very much ahead and now he's behind, and this is what happened. I wonder if he had any help, because he's facing the wrong direction. He was in 9th place. He just runs wide into turn 2 and spins it, and it's the first spin, and hitting the barrier that we have seen this weekend. Christian Clark up into 9th. He's doing a good job. Starting last, already up into 9th place in that number 60 car. Let's go back to the race leader and look at this. Darren Head is all over Mike Stevens as Diogo Silva is all over Simon Allen as well. We've got some pretty good battles here on board with Diogo. Into the parabolic interior. Into Curva de Orelha, running very wide there, Diogo, but maybe he's got a run here at the chicane. Is he going to do it? No, is the answer. And look at Rob Oldham taking a different line there through the chicane, but he's been very effective. Look at Diogo Silva trying to put pressure on Simon Allen. We'll keep an eye on that battle. But there are battles all over the field. That number 38, again a very British livery for Simon Allen. That is now under pressure from Diogo Silva, and here comes the other Union Jack, that is Rob Oldham. It seems to me that Diogo is close enough to potentially try a move here. Rob Oldham is thinking about it as well. Kev Allen trying to show to Wayne Lewis that he's there as well. Keep an eye on the leaderboard for any elite changes. Wayne Lewis running very wide there, defensive line from Kev Allen's attacks. And Kev Allen himself is under pressure from Jürgen Smets. Nice battle there at the back. Jorge Luna up into 9th now. Christian Clark goes down to 10th. And David Good has lost a few seconds with that spin in third. Look at this way, Lewis running very wide there at the VIP corner. Could be vulnerable for an attack. That number 99 into the parabolic interior. I think Kev Allen is too far behind. Look at Diogo Silva all over the place. There in the parabolic interior. And it seems to me that Diogo has a bit more pace at this point. He just needs to find a way around Simon Allen. Look at that, those headlights, those rear lights of this Mini with the Union Jacks. Very nicely done here in Automobilista 2. And look at this, there almost looks like one car. That number 38 under severe pressure from the 15 of Diogo Silva. Now at the exit of the chicane, who's got more traction? It is Diogo Silva, but couldn't quite get it done. And Simon Allen is again going to potentially have to go defensive, but Diogo Silva shouldn't, well, he shouldn't forget that behind him we have Rob Oldham. Look at this, they are absolutely nose to tail in this second lap. Second lap is complete. No, we had 11 laps in the first race. Seems to me that Simon Allen is far ahead enough, but Diogo Silva is already going defensive because he knows that Rob Oldham does like late moves into turn 1. Nice exit there by Diogo. The two leaders now a bit more separated, and here comes Diogo Silva on the inside. Oh, and he's going to go for it. He's going to go for it, and here comes Diogo Silva, nicely done. He is going to go on the outside of the VIP corner, and he's got it. He's got the position from Simon Allen. Diogo Silva up into third place. Kev Allen still defending from Jürgen Smets. Nice little group here between 3rd and 8th. Look at Simon Allen. He has not given up that 3rd place at all. On board with Simon. The gap at the front is 7/10 of a second. Oh, Diogo Silva has had a poor exit there, but he, well, gets away with it, so to speak. Where is Rob Oldham? Oh, Simon Allen, nice exit there from the S's. He could be a, oh, look at this, Diogo Silva all over the place into the Parabolica. And I don't think this is over at all, because here comes Simon Allen. He is very close to Diogo Silva. Let's follow this with Rob Holden. Diogo Silva already going defensive on the inside of the track, trying to protect it to turn one, but Simon Allen is having none of it and is going to go for it. Yes, Simon Allen is going to go back into third place, but can you break on time? Diogo Silva nicely done and gets the position back. Beautiful racing here at Estoril for third place, with Simon Allen making moves, but now coming under pressure from Rob Oldham. Let's look for other battles. We have a few through the field. And this is one of them. Cavallan in 7th place, but Cavallan is into the gravel. Cavallan is into the gravel and loses the position to Jurgen Smets. Maybe more positions. This gravel is not very fast, and here comes Luna. And Cavallan having all sorts of trouble to get back into the track. He does amazingly lose only 2 positions. One to Jurgen and one to Luna, and Christian Clark is going backwards in this race. He's in 11th place. He is, however, coming back. At Matt Coward is the battle for a top 10 finish here. We'll keep an eye on that battle there for, oh, look at that, Diogo Silva already a second ahead of Simon Allen. Simon Allen after that moving to turn one. Maybe a little bit too much heat into his sides. Look at Christian Clark into the gravel. Almost colliding with Matt Coward, but Matt is having none of it and continues to be ahead through the chicane. And the closest battle on the track right now, it's Rob Oldham. Trying to chase Simon Allen, will go through the field. Lap 6 already for race leader Mike Stevens, but he's not getting away as he did in race 1, only 1.5, 1.4, 1.3 seconds ahead of Darren Head. Darren in second, followed by Diogo Silva now third. And look at these two for fourth place. That's Simon Allen and Rob Oldham, and Simon Allen under pressure here in turn 3 from Rob, with Wade Lewis now using this battle to catch up with this group, so we could have a 3-way battle for fourth place, with Jurgen Smets not very far behind. We'll keep an eye on other battles, as Cavallan is also coming back to Jorge Luna. The gap is now around 1 second, which for this car is a lot of a gap. So keep an eye on this battle over here for the time being, as Darren Head is now losing a little bit of time. He's 2 seconds behind Mike Stevens, and he is coming under pressure from Diogo Silva. Only 1 second between the two drivers. Through the chicane they go one more time. And let's go on the onboard with Wade Lewis, who is having a great race in 6th place. And certainly once more, there is Darren Head, there's Diogo Silva, there's Simon Allen and Rob Oldham. He can see 2nd place from 6th. Oh, look at Darren, this is not going to be his best lap, surely. Let's look at lap times. 149.9 for the leader, and here comes 149.1 for the leader, 150.2 for Darren Head. Is these tires, or is this just a small mistake? The question is, Diogo Silva has done a 149.5, Simon Allen 149.8, Rob Oldham the same, almost identical times there between the two drivers that are battling for 4th place. And Darren is coming under pressure from, well, a whole raft of drivers. And look at this, this is Cavallan. Cavallan, we are going to have a replay of this pass, because I think that Kev went, he went Jorge Luna running wide, and now Kev has just more momentum coming out of turn 1 and gets up into 8th. Jorge Luna drops to 9th. Matt Coward still ahead of Christian Clark, now a second or so between the two drivers, but the big battle is here. Look at this, Diogo Silva all over Darren Head, and Darren is dropping back now on lap 7. We are 4 laps to the end of this race now, at the line, and Mike Stevens is looking good again to win the second race of the weekend. Darren Head is now leading a little bit of a train there. And Diogo Silva, who started fourth, he finished second in race 1. Can he finish second in race 2? Look at the battle there. We can see... oh, look at this. Darren has had a poor exit from the chicane, and here comes Diogo Silva on the outside. Didn't really quite work, but now Diogo has a better line through the Parabolica. And he could be coming on board with Darren Head, on board with Diogo Silva. Darren is going to go defensive, and Diogo is trying to follow him. Not a big drafting effect. Darren is all over the place, just weaving back and forth. But here comes Diogo Silva. Is he going to go for it? Yes, he is. Darren shuts the door at this time. Now look at the Diogo Silva with better traction. And they are going to go side by side. Now Diogo Silva is ahead. Diogo Silva is ahead, and Rob Oldham has... Rob Oldham, we didn't see that replay, but he's gone into fourth place as well. Let's go on board with Rob, because he was executing a pass on Simon Allen. Look at this, that's that had Diogo Silva there. Simon Allen almost runs wide in sympathy. And here comes Rob Oldham. So Rob Oldham also up into fourth. Darren Head tried to come back. Darren Head is trying to come back into Diogo Silva. It's not over. Darren Head is trying to come back into Diogo Silva. Oh, into the VIP corner. Diogo Silva a little bit wide there. Now he's a little bit into the grass. Absolutely brilliant racing. This is not for the lead of the race, it's for second place. Mike Stevens must be loving it also, because these drivers just keep scraping with one another. And now we've got 5 drivers, and here comes Darren Head on the inside. Darren Head is on the inside there of the Parabolic viewer. Nice move there. He comes back into second place. What a move by Darren Head. What a move by Darren. Here comes Diogo Silva in the Curva da Orelha. He's going to go for it now. Darren Head is trying to protect. Darren Head is, oh, look at this, all over the place, and now into the chicane. Can he make a move? No, is the answer. But these 5 drivers, they are not the top 5, because Mike Stevens is 5 seconds. Obviously, Mike Stevens is now just running away with this race, because these drivers can't help themselves. They are battling every inch of every corner. And now it is going to be interesting again, because we are going to follow it with onboard Rob Oldham. Oh, Darren Head has had a poor exit from the Parabolica. Here comes Diogo Silva. He's already side by side. He may be ahead in the start-finish line. We can't quite tell, but it seems to me that he's got the job done. If he can break in time, yes, he can. Almost not breaking in time there, Diogo Silva. But oh, he's running wide. He's running wide there. He's running wide, coming back into the racing line, and he's still ahead. Maybe a track limits warning there for Diogo Silva, but he gets away with it. Here comes Rob Oldham on Darren Head. And look at the mirrors of Rob Oldham. That's Simon Allen there. Now, who has dropped back? That's Wayne Lewis. Wayne Lewis has dropped back from this group. He is now more defending from Jürgen Smets than actually attacking. And meanwhile, we haven't seen it, but Christian Clark is back into 10th place. He's overtaken Matt Coward. That was a good move there by Christian. But we'll keep an eye on this battle still here for absolutely brilliant racing there. But it seems to me that Darren Head has had the same problem as in race 1. His tires may be gone, and now this is the time that you definitely want to have the maximum ability, because we have just 2 laps to go at the line. And Darren is absolutely going for it. He's still trying to get back into second place. He's got good traction there in that Tsunami livery, that number 14. And he's close to Diogo Silva now at the Parabolic. We'll keep an eye on what happens, but this is a corner that requires most of your tires, and Darren's tires are gone. Darren's tires are gone. Look at that. He's not having the speed that he wants through the Parabolic, and here comes the Union Jack of Rob Oldham. into fourth place, and Rob does like his moves into turn one, and I think Darren is going to be a bit of a sitting duck. Here comes the other Union Jack of Samanao, and look at that! Oh, no! Darren Head is breaking very late indeed, but nicely done there. Almost catching Diogo Silva. That was absolutely brilliant by Darren, and also Rob in the end managed to keep fourth place, but for how much longer is Darren Head going to be ahead of these two drivers? His tire, oh look at this, he's running wide into third. Here comes the Union Jacks. Rob Oldham is up into third. Simon Allen wants fourth place, and Darren Head, who was in second on the previous lap, is almost at risk of dropping to fifth place. That's not good for his championship ambitions. Here comes the other Union Jack of Simon Allen, and Simon wants that fourth place. Look at this, Darren is, well, Darren never gives up. He's still trying to put pressure on, Rob Oldham, but here comes Simon Allen, and it seems to me that they are going for the last lap now. Oh, and contact there between Simon and Darren. Darren is now. This is where Darren's tire problems become more evident, because the parabolic is really where you need that absolute maximum speed that you can extract out of this mini. Because look at that, Darren is not certainly doing that. Here comes Simon Allen now on the outside. Let's go trackside, and Simon Allen is going to go for it. Simon Allen is already in fourth place now. The question is, can he keep the fourth place after turn one? We are on the last lap of this race, and Darren is not going to give up easily, because he's got the inside line, and Simon Allen is on the outside and has more traction coming out of turn one, and he's going to go into fourth place. Darren Head down into fifth. Meanwhile, we have to report a problem with Wayne Lewis. And he was at one point in sixth place, in fact, for most of the race. So we do feel that it's appropriate to rewind almost a full lap to see what's going on with Wayne. And this is what's going on. He is rotating there. Oh, this is the classic running wide in turn two. I mean, it's almost like a copycat of David Good, except that he decides to spin the other way around. And he does recover quite quickly, but now he's a bit stuck, and other drivers are going through, and therefore Jürgen Smats is up into sixth place, running on his own. Kev Allen, is running seventh, also a little bit on his own. He can see other drivers, but he's not under immediate pressure from Jorge Luna either, who is 3 seconds behind. And Wayne Lewis is down into ninth after a strong start. He's not having the race that he wanted. 10th is now Christian Clark, and Christian has not been able to check out from David Good. Sorry, Matt Coward is running 12th. David Good had that spin on the first lap and has been consistently quicker than Christian, and Matt is just, well, he's lost a lot of time with that spin, around 8 to 10 seconds. So it's only now at the end of the race. So look at this, that's Matt Coward as well, who is still in this battle. So we haven't seen a lot of this battle, but this is an Old Fox Racing PC for you, battles through the field. So we do feel obliged to just follow these drivers for a few more corners, because David Good is coming, I think, with a lot more speed. And David Good is trying to get into 10th place. Christian Clark going defensive there. And into turn one they go, and David is trying to brake later, and he's going to go on the outside. Can he keep it in one piece? He's running wide, still within allowable limits, so to speak. perhaps with a warning, and David Good is up into. Oh, and then Christian Clark spins. Christian Clark spins. Christian Clark spins and loses the position to Matt Coward, or does he? It does not, but Matt is really. We were just checking on the leader where he is to just follow him in the last few corners, but we'll keep an eye on this battle. Now, what a round for Mike Stevens. He is in the chicane for the final time. And again, a dominant performance as everyone else behind battled between them. Mike Stevens had none of those problems. He's going through the parabolica for the last time. He's the fastest man on the track. And he's going to take the checkered flag here at Estoril for race 2 of round 8. Mike Stevens is going to win the race. Second place is going to be Diogo Silva. And third place is going to be Rob Older. Fourth place, Samanao. And fifth place, Darren Head. These four have been battling throughout the race. Sixth is going to be Jurgen Spad. Seventh is going to be Kev Allen. Eight. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is a photo finish with Luna ahead of. And Luna keeps 8th place from Wayne Lewis. David Good is now in 10th. Christian Clark in 11th. And Matt Coward in 12th, but only 35 seconds behind the leader. Certainly a closer race here in race 2 as all the drivers got used to this combo again. What a beautiful race. And we leave you with a very blurred image of the weekend's dominant driver, Mike Stevens. Thank you for following the Liberated channel. We shall see you in the next round.